Welcome to CyberCEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. CyberCEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. All right, another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is Jello. We're back with another episode of CyberCEO. And of course, we have a special guest on the show right now. Molly, how are you doing today?
I am good. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you very much for asking and for giving us your time. I know you're very, very busy. Now, to start things off, to let you know, we have a lot of listeners who are also business owners just like you. So I need your help here. Can you introduce yourself to our audience? Maybe starting off with, what is your role in the business?
I'm a single agent realtor. I've been a single agent realtor for 20 years. I'm licensed in 2 different states, in Minnesota and Wisconsin. And this is all I've been doing full time for 2 decades now.
Wow, 20 years in the business. That's a lot of experience right there. Now, I'm curious to know, how about with your cyberbacker? How long have you been partnered?
I think we've been partnered maybe 5 months now.
Okay, 5 months. Now, you've been with Cyberbacker for a few months now, and I'm curious to know, what comes to your mind when you hear that word now, Cyberbacker?
Well, I don't know. I mean, the name is a little interesting, but it's just been, just that I would have somebody virtually helping me out with my business.
All right, virtual leverage then, something like that.
Yep.
Okay. Now, how did you find Cyberbacker? Were you referred to us or did you see us online?
I think I saw you guys online. I think I might have seen you on Facebook, believe it or not.
Okay, so Facebook. I'm also curious to know, is this your first time working with someone virtually, or did you have experience before?
This is not my first time working with somebody virtually. I have tried like a virtual contract to close company and stuff before.
But nothing on this level.
No. I mean, that was kind of the appeal for me, is that I could pick and choose what I needed, because I think, like, in real estate, everybody's business is different. Where they get their business, how they do their business.
Yes.
And the whole dynamic of it is always completely different, which makes it, I think, really difficult to find virtual help, because a lot of places want to provide one particular kind of appealing that it would be customized to what I need.
Gotcha. So with the things that you need, that's my next question. What were these tasks that you needed help with before you got partnered with Cyberbacker? Let's say your give up list, the things that you were going to be leveraging.
Well, social media. I mean, I could sit and learn how to do all the social media stuff, and I could spend lots of time doing all that. But I mean, to me, I have bigger fish to fry. The other thing was contract to close. I'm a virtual agent, so I don't go into the office. And so I wanted to be able to have somebody that can do contract to close and listing management, kind of, an executive admin that can handle all of those different things. So that was appealing to me.
So social media and contracts to close then is the role of your cyberbacker now?
Yes.
Okay. Now, before you got partnered with your current cyberbacker, of course, you went through the hiring process here with us. So how was the hiring process for you? Tell me more about your experience there. And how did you feel that your cyberbacker was the fit for you?
I thought the hiring process was awesome. Like, that was a fun thing to do. Because I was not in an office before I got into real estate. So I really don't have much background on hiring at all. And I think that's been kind of a detriment for me. So what was cool was the fact that, first you meet with your hiring people and they talk about your needs and your wants, and then they create the job description for you, which is really nice. Then they sent it to me to review. And then there was a few things I added to it and edited, and then they sent it out. And then the next meeting was going to be like talking to, I don't remember, the hiring group.
Yes.
And I didn't know, like, all of the cyberbackers were going to be in that meeting, but I was like, okay, because I was like in my car and I was like, oh, I'll quick do this Zoom meeting. And then I'm like, oh, wow, there's like 40 people in my meeting. So that was kind of interesting. But they were like, this is Molly and here's what she's looking for. And then they asked me some questions. And then they said, if you're interested in working with Molly, you know what to do. And then the lady's like, oh, we have like 15 or 20 people that would like to apply for this job. And I was like, wow, this is really neat. And then they sent me the resume and job fit report and the video of each candidate. And I had like 4 to pick from. I mean, there was 2 like right off the bat where I was like, I don't even know why we're interviewing them. I don't think that they would be what I want. But then there was 2 that I did think, would work. And I kind of knew after talking to them, because the speed dating thing, that was really nice. Yeah, I mean, I thought the whole thing was really slick, and I knew right away who I wanted to hire.
Right. It was your Cyberbacker right now, Hyacinth, right?
Yep.
Yes. Now, of course, once you've chosen Hyacinth, she went through the training that we have here in Cyberbacker. So did that training in any way help you save any time at all?
Well, yeah. I mean, I thought it saved us time because then she kind of already knew what platforms to be on. And because we started with social media, get the social media stuff off the ground and running. Because really what's going to be time consuming is contract to close. And it was winter time, so this is the time to kind of figure that stuff out before we get really busy with real estate. So then she started with that and got that up and running. And then we've been working on contract to close and listing management, which, I think it's difficult for her because I am an individual agent and everything lives in my head. I don't have systems that are set up in a CRM. I had never used a CRM before. I really like that they do the job fit report for the hiring process. I really like that they know command. I mean, she knows more about command than I do, but it's nice because if that's the CRM to use along with all of the other things that command provides, it's really great because it's such a good tool. And then to have her be trained in on, there's a million tools in there that I don't know how to use that she does. So that was really nice. So right now we've been working on the contract to close, which, and she was having some difficulty with that. So then I was able to talk to her mentor, and then her mentor's like, oh, okay, well then we're going to do some additional training. We're going to do this. So he was able to step in to help her to get things more on track because, there's only so much that I can do. And then some of it's behind the scenes stuff that he can help her with. So I like that, that I can contact somebody and say, she'll need more training on this because, and then he's like, okay, we'll take care of it. And then that was nice because I don't want to spend the time trying to train somebody in.
Again, as what you mentioned, you have bigger fish to fry and you can focus on the growth of the business rather than training, right?
Right.
Now, I'm curious to know, would you say that being partnered with a Cyberbacker is a good investment for your business, Molly?
Oh, yeah. I think, for the amount of money that I pay to have my Cyberbacker, it's really well spent money, especially because of the fact that, you guys went so far out of your way to find somebody that would work with my business and is trained. I mean, just even the fact that you guys train them is worth it to me. And I think it's a really good value for the money. It really is. And I think as a business owner, usually you're hiring somebody, you got to do all that yourself. Then you have to, then you're paying them weekly. And I mean, I know, I wanted to know that if I'm going to hire somebody virtually in a different country, that they're getting paid a living wage. I would not work with a company who was paying somebody virtually, but paying them really poorly. But, in the United States, for me to pay for that same thing would cost me a lot more. And then I'm paying for taxes and Social Security, which I don't have to pay there. I like that I can bonus her if I want. So I feel like it's a really, I know that the company is owned by a KW agent, and I feel like he spent a lot of time thinking about Keller Williams has a really good culture, right?
Yes,
they have a really good culture about taking care of everybody and whatever. And I feel like he really put that mindset into what he's doing for you guys with all the Cyberbackers. And so I feel like it's really good all the way around. It's a win-win for everybody. And so I think it's a great service.
I like what you mentioned there. Again, a win-win situation for you, our clients, and of course for our Cyberbackers as well. Again, a successful partnership between both. Now, since the Mother's Day is going to be coming up, I have a quick question for you. Now, with the additional time that your cyberbacker has given you, what are the things that you can now do for your family, Molly?
Just having a bunch of my time back, I think that contract to close and a lot of that stuff, it takes hours and hours of my time. And so it frees me up to be able to take more, do more real estate transactions, but then it takes a lot off my plate, a lot of busy work of constantly being available for people. The fact that I can hand that over to her and she can handle the emails and stuff like that is so nice that I'm not the only person that's on duty all the time. So that makes my life a lot easier, I think. So.
Of course, taking more out of your plate so you can focus on the more important things, right?
Right.
Yes. Now, as a parent, what do you think your cyberbacker has done to better your personal life and professional life? Let's start with the personal life, Molly.
Well, I think just freeing up more of my time so that I'm not, at the beck and call of all of my clients all the time. That there's a lot of busy stuff that, it only takes a minute to get back to somebody an email or text, but it adds up when it's a lot of different people. So it's really nice that that stuff that I don't have to worry about, she can handle it, she can take care of it, and I can, have what I would call personal time.
There we go. Personal time.
Mhm.
Now, I'm going to put you in the hot seat here, Molly. So I know Hyacinth is going to be listening once we have this uploaded. So I'd like to know from your opinion, what is the best part about your cyberbacker?
Well, I think she's very smart and she really has a good sense of always trying to, make things work and please me and get things done the way that I want them done. And, I've told her, I'm like, you're doing a great job, but this is a hard, learning curve for my personal business because I'm licensed in 2 different states and they're total opposites with each other. So everything that I'm teaching her here, oh, by the way, it doesn't apply over here. This is totally different over here. So, it's a very difficult thing and she's smart and she's getting it. But, for somebody who hasn't been in real estate, well, and then on top of that, you're in a totally different country. I'm sure you do real estate totally differently there. But to not be in real estate, have to do it, do this. It's the same transaction, but totally different requirements. So she's getting it and she's been working really hard at figuring it all out. It's a lot of stuff. I mean, because I had no CRM, I had no checklist, I had nothing. And so she's having to basically start everything from scratch. So she's been working really hard and doing a nice job.
So she's very, very adaptable then.
She is, but I'll tell you what, I mean, it's like trying to run alongside a train and you're trying to get your feet on the ground. And as fast as she runs, she's like, God, there's more stuff. And it's like, yeah, I know it's a lot of stuff. But once you get it, it's getting it. And if I had a checklist for her to work with, that would probably make her life easier, but I'm making her kind of create one herself. And so it's she's been working really hard. She's doing a nice job.
We are very, very excited to see where this partnership is going to be in the next more months and, of course, the years to come. Molly, thank you very much for being on the show today.
Well, thanks for having me.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of CyberCEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.